batch, were you able to receive your Schoology logins already? At least for some of the students? Okay, so may mga nakakuha na, merong mga hindi pa. But this is just an overview on what you can do inside the platform and basically how we are going to navigate inside it. Okay, I will show you the what are the different files that your teachers can create, what can you do inside the platform. Okay, so kung wala pa kayong nare-receive na mga login information, just wait for it because I'm sure that your advisors are already working in distribution, your accounts. So kapag nagkaroon na kayo ng mga Schoology accounts, you are going to log into our website, which is hcmintal.schoology.com. Okay? So for this demonstration purposes, I will use a demo account muna. Okay, so similar to logging into any social media, you will be asked for a username and a password. Yun yung hihingin nyo kay la teacher. So pag nandun na kayo, you will type in your username and then your password, and then you will click on log in. Okay. So once you click your login, this is how this is what you will see inside Schoology. There are different parts. So pag login ninyo, 'di ba? Similar to Facebook, meron ba sa inyo may mga Facebook dito or mga social media accounts? 'Di ba? Pag nag-login kayo, merong mga recent activity na tinatawag or merong news feed sa Facebook, 'di ba? So ang newsfeed sa Facebook ay tinatawag nating recent activity dito sa Schoology. Right? So sa recent activity sa Schoology, dito natin makikita yung mga what do you call this? Mga uploads or mga posts ng ating mga teachers, mga updates na inilagay nila sa inyong mga subjects. Okay? So whenever your teacher uploaded a new material or posted a new update in the courses that you are taking, you will see it here in your Schoology recent page or recent activity. Okay, so now dito naman tayo sa taas. Dito sa taas natin, specifically yung courses, this is where you will see all the subjects that you are taking. Okay? So lahat ng subjects, for now, maybe there's no subjects yet or courses in your Schoology account, but very soon you will have it. Inaayos lang po namin yan. Okay. So yan. So for example, this is my course. Okay, the student orientation course. So as student, dito natin makikita yung mga pinopost ng ating mga teachers. So unlike in Facebook, 'di ba? In Facebook you can post anything, you can share anything. Dito sa Schoology, kung ano lang yung pinost ng inyong mga teachers, yun lang ang inyong makikita. Okay? Schoology is a moderated environment, so meaning lahat ng post, lahat ng activities, lahat ng communication between the students will be seen by the principals and by the teachers. So you have to make sure that you are going to follow the guidelines that was set by the school para maiwasan din po natin na ma-call out ang inyong attention, okay, at hindi tayo ma-principal's office kasi pwede pa rin niya makita ng ating mga teachers. Okay. So for example, ito yung ating mga materials na pinost ng aking teacher. So here in Schoology, your teachers can share mga videos. Okay, so if I will click it, yan. So this is one of the materials that was shared by my teacher. So I can watch videos right in my Schoology account without going into YouTube. Okay. So this will minimize the distraction that you are seeing. All right. So next is, so aside from the videos, so your teachers can post videos from YouTube or mga pwedeng mga recorded discussion or recorded instruction nila. They can do that and they can upload it as video in Schoology. Okay. Now next, in Schoology, pwede rin tayong mag-participate sa mga recitation. Okay? Diba, in your classroom, you can participate in recitation. But here, it's digital. Okay, digital format na siya. So instead of, you can do it whenever your teacher posts a discussion forum. Okay, the discussions in Schoology can be graded or non-graded. Okay, so for example, a teacher posts a discussion and you need to answer it. So just follow the instruction coming from your teacher. Ayan. Why is it important not to overshare on the internet? Okay. Um, Kids of your age, you need to understand why it's important for us to keep personal information private. Okay. There are some information that you can share to other people, like your favorite sport, what is your favorite food, but there are a lot of personal information like your birth date, your email address, and contact details that you're supposed to keep for yourself. Okay. So for example here, why is it important not to overshare on the internet? Okay. One of the things that I can think of is syempre yung ating privacy. You need to make sure that you keep all personal information private. Okay, so if you have any other answers, then you can post your answers here. And then pag nag-post kayo ng answer dito, yung ating mga teachers ay mapaprompt na meron na kayo mga bagong post. So let me just check. Let me just open the Schoology website here para makita nyo lang yung difference. So every time that you post something in Schoology, your teachers will be prompted. Okay, so you need to be careful in posting things in Schoology. Ayan. Ayan. So, for every submission na ginagawa ninyo, every post in Schoology, your teacher will be notified. Alright? And then, on your end naman, okay, this is also a form of communication and collaboration with your classmates because just like what I said, even if Schoology is moderated by your teachers, you can still communicate with your classmates. Okay, and discussion forum is one of it. So you can you can reply, you can engage your students, or I mean your classmates, to a meaningful discussion through Schoology. All right. And then moving on to the next thing that you can do in Schoology is submitting assignment. Okay, so for example, your teacher posted an assignment, okay, and you need to answer it. So just follow the instruction of your teacher. In your assignment, you may be asked to upload a file, to answer a question. Okay, so for example, if a teacher ask you to upload a file. So you can upload mga Word document, picture, audio, or video recordings. Kung ano man yung hinihingi ng inyong teacher, you need to make sure na you will click on, you will submit your assignment on the right side of the screen. Okay, dito may option to submit or resubmit assignment. Again, this is where you will submit it. If you will use the comments here, there's also a comment field in the middle. It will not be counted as your submission. Okay, so clear ba tayo doon, students? You will submit your assignment here on the right side of the screen. Okay, you can either resubmit or submit your assignment. That's what you will click. And in uploading files in Schoology, it is also similar to like uploading or attaching a file to your email. Ayan. So, pag-upload, i-click nyo lang itong file and then it will open a window kung saan kayo mamimili ng mga files na gusto nyong i-upload. Ayan. Now, if your teacher will ask you to type in or to answer a question in your own words, then you need to click create. And then, dito nyo na itatype ang inyong sagot. Okay. Ayan. So let's say this is my answer to my teacher's assignment. So when you are, pag okay na sa inyo, when you already type in all of your answers or you uploaded all the files that you need, all you need to do is to click on submit. Okay. So as students, you will see how many revisions or how many submissions you did. Okay. And your teachers will also see how many files you submitted for the assignment. Ayan. So, mapoprompt din ang inyong mga teachers. Alright? So, may question ba with regards to submitting assignment? Okay, sige. So, later on na lang siguro kapag ating Q&A. Ayan. So, just like what I mentioned, aside from the videos, your teachers can also post mga images or mga videos, mga recorded audio recordings. Ayan. So here, this is an example of a picture that a teacher posted. So this is where my students will see how to become responsible digital citizens in Schoology. So these are some of the ways that you can practice while having a virtual classroom like this. Okay, because again, this is something new to us. So we need to make sure that we will be respectful of our teachers, of our classmates, and make sure that you will keep all of your private information private. Diba? Kaya nga siya private because you're supposed to keep it to yourself. Yan. So, aside from posting mga discussion forums, mga assignments, another thing that you can do in Schoology whenever your teacher posted a quiz is to answer quizzes in Schoology. Okay? So similar to how you are answering a quiz while you are inside the classroom, ganun din siya sasagutan inside Schoology. So let's say your teachers have created multiple choice, fill in the blank, matching type, essay type. So these are the types of questions that your teachers can create right in Schoology. So yan. So for example, okay, you are braver than you believe. Okay, so this is an example of fill in the blank. Okay. Ayan. So just type in the correct answer here. Meron din siyang essay question. So why is proper grammar important? Ayan. So just type in the word. Now this is a true or false question. So just click on your correct answer. Now here is an ordering type of question. So all you need to do is to drag and drop the answer in order in the correct order. Yan. Okay. So this one naman is a type a highlight spot image. So which is the spine of the book? So all you need to do is to click on the spine. Okay. Now this one is another type of fill in the blank question na ida-drag and drop nyo yung inyong tamang sagot. Okay. Right, so this is a label image. So meaning you need to drag and drop the correct answer to the space provided. Ayan. Okay. So for now, you may be seeing blank courses pa dyan, but your teachers are already completing or in the process of creating the materials that they will share with you, and you will see it very, very soon. Okay. So yan. So pag tapos na kayo sa lahat ng mga questions, just click on review and then finish. Okay. You have to make sure, students, na you will be conscious in the time that you spent in answering quizzes, because your teachers may put in a time limit for your quizzes. Okay? All right. So yan. So that is how to answer a quiz. Now, another way of another file that your teachers can share with you are links to different websites, diba? Our teachers are also getting content from other websites, so they can also link it in Schoology. But aside from that, they can also share or link, like if they want to gamify your lesson. Okay. So for example, this is one of the ways on how my teacher gamify my lesson. I will go to a website called Quizzes. Again, this will depend on the material that your teacher will provide. Huh? Okay, so these are, ayan. So these are ways to gamify your lessons for para mas enticing sa mga students, and how especially if you want to encourage. Okay, of course our teachers want to encourage your participation, and this is one of the ways on how they can do it. Ayan. So those are the things that you can do inside Schoology. The first one is to watch videos or mga presentations. You can also download mga different files that they will be sharing with you, like pictures, PowerPoint presentations, mga PDF files, and things like that. And as students, you can also answer or participate in discussion forums. You can also answer assignment and participate in quizzes, and access yung mga links na i-share ng mga teachers. Okay, students in Schoology cannot create content. Okay, you can only submit, but you cannot create questions, you cannot create quizzes, because it will be your teachers who will create those materials for you. Okay, and aside from that, there are also different parts of your courses, like yung updates. Okay, so if your teachers have important updates, like a reminder for upcoming deadlines of your quizzes, pag may mga dito nila yon ilalagay sa updates. Another one is if you want to know the summary of your grades. Okay, for this particular course, all you need to do is to click on grades. Okay, and then mastery, wala naman yan. And then attendance. Schoology has an attendance feature, but it will depend on your teachers on how they will be tracking the attendance. Again, this is just an option on one of the tools that your teachers can use in tracking your attendance, especially for virtual classes or sessions. Okay. And then the members, these are the members or your classmates in a course, and the teachers. And then conferences, if the school choose to use conferences in Schoology, then they can definitely use it as an alternative to Zoom for virtual class. All right. So now that is courses. Let us move on now to groups. Okay. So here in Schoology groups, your teachers and the principals can create groups for different clubs. Okay. So let's say if you're a member of math club or science club, or mga yung school newspaper ninyo, 'di ba? Groups in Schoology is a good form or good place to collaborate all of the members of a club or an organization. So the moderators or the teachers can create groups for that purpose. Again, this is school-related groups lang po. Now, for if you have any materials naman, let's say you are digital artists, diba? You are fond of writing short stories or poems. Then in Schoology, there are group resources wherein you can save these artworks or these articles. Okay? And then sa grades natin, this is where you will see the summary of all your scores, all your grades, and all of your subjects. Okay? So this is like grades. I mean, if you have 8 or 10 subjects, then you will see here the list of 10 subjects. And then all you need to do is to click on your subject, and then you will be seeing your scores for the particular subject. Same thing with the attendance. If your teacher will track your attendance right in Schoology, then this is where you will see it. Okay? And the next one is yung ating magnifying glass. So this is just a symbol for like if you want to search for a particular teacher, okay, in your class or in your school, you can do that. Okay. And then here, the calendar naman, this can be a centralized location of all the important events in the school. So let's say you have a deadline of, let's say you have a, it's your school's anniversary, may virtual event kayo, or let's say there are other activities that will be done by the school virtually, or let's say deadline of enrollment, diba? Maybe it's enrollment is still ongoing. So this is a place wherein the teachers and the school administrators can post important dates for the school. Now, this envelope icon here is a private message icon. You can send private message to your teachers. If you have any questions or clarification with anything, okay, you may send them private message, or you can also receive private messages from your teachers. Now, under notification tab, this is where you will see the notifications. Okay, if you have any submissions na pinost ni teacher, you will be notified. If you get a score from a quiz na sinagutan na chinek ni teacher, then this is where you will see it. Now, here, this is where you will see your name on the upper right-hand corner. Okay. Here in Schoology, you can actually change your profile. You can modify it. Like, you can put in, you can change, you can put your, what do you call this? Your profile picture here. Again, similar to our sessions earlier, students, you need to make sure that when you will, if you will change your Schoology profile picture, it is really your picture. Okay? Cartoon characters and pictures of celebrities, of singers are not allowed. It has to be your profile picture. Again, yung mga profile pictures ninyo, nakikita yan ng mga teachers, lahat ng ginagawa ninyo. So you need to make sure that you will follow the guidelines that they set. Okay? So now, to change your profile picture, just go here, yung cursor natin, and then attach a picture. Okay, so you can upload a JPEG file or a JPEG or PNG file. You can use this file as additional as a profile picture in your Schoology accounts. Okay, ayan. For example lang, I don't have a picture with me. Yan. Okay, so aside from that, there is also a blog feature in Schoology. So let's say, for example, you are a blogger, okay, you want to, but of course, we would like to limit this in all of school-related blogs, okay, you need to make sure that this blog will be related to your school activities and things like that. So if you're a writer, okay, you can post it here so that every time your teachers and your classmates will visit your blog, makikita nila yung inyong blog. Okay? And another thing here is the portfolio. So, I believe, syempre, marami tayong mga artists, di ba, na students. Marami silang mga artworks. Mahilig sila sa photography. Mahilig sila sa mga magsulat ng mga short stories and poems. So, this is a place where you can upload any of your artworks, all of your short stories, you can also upload video and audio presentations. If you are into film and things like that, you can collect it. You can put it here in your portfolio if you want to showcase it to your classmates and to your teachers. Ayan. So there, that is Schoology. So if you have any questions, I think you can use the chat room. Okay, if you have any questions on navigation, about navigation of Schoology, feel free to post your questions now. Thank you. May questions po ba? Students, any questions? Okay. Yes, we got a question from William. Okay, okay lang po ba daw na cellphone? Okay, yes, William. If you have a smartphone, okay, kahit anong brand yan, okay, you can access Schoology in your mobile browser. So like kung meron kang Chrome or Safari or internet web browser sa iyong cellphone, you can access it. Or another way is for you to download, you can also download Schoology app similar to other mobile applications. You can also do that. Okay, so we have a question from Kay. No, ma'am, may schedule po ba yung subjects kagaya ng school, sa school, yung time, every subject? I think, Miss Jam?
Yes, ma'am.
Apo.
Yes,
Apo.
Meron kayong guide what to take on a certain time. Example, we'll start by 9 o'clock. So tomorrow, for those who are already having the accounts, you will be able to see the schedule as well. Kasi aside from the group that Ma'am D has mentioned, yung mga for clubs, etc., meron kasi yung advisory class. So tomorrow, yung advisory advisory virtual class ninyo will be already available so that you can start looking at the schedules and some important information regarding the school year and regarding your section. So, meron pa rin kayo.
Okay, so we have another question here po. Like, we wanted to pass our assignment, but what if it's brown out? Okay.
What if it's brown out? Antayin natin yung kuryente na bumalik kasi naman yung ating schedule hindi naman agad-agad na dapat pag nag-post si teacher nito kailangan i-submit agad. Minsan may mga problems tayo kaya we will be giving a justifiable deadline for each activity. Pero I know you've been in school for quite some time. Do not also rely too much on the deadline kasi makikita niyo yun doon sa inyong account, anong deadline ng activity ha. So halimbawa, kung kaya niyo i-submit niyo na, huwag niyo nang hintayin yung deadline. Pag mag-brown out, hintayin na lang yung kuryente na bumalik.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Diba?
Ayan, so parang paano daw po mag-join ng course or saan? So, yung question po na ito is kami na po yung mag-i-enroll dun sa mga subjects po ninyo. So, you don't need to do anything. Sa ngayon kasi we are still setting it up. But once we are already complete in uploading all the subjects in your website, then makikita nyo na siya. kung ano yung, kung saan kayo mga subjects na enrolled, you will automatically see it. You don't need to do anything. Ayan. Another question from Raven, is there a difference between the web and app version of Schoology? Good question, Raven. Yes, there is. Okay, so the application, it is more of, ano talaga, more on submissions. It is friendlier to the students. So what you can do is, like you can answer assignments, you can submit mga quizzes, yun yung pwede nating magawa. Again, the application of Schoology still has limited feature, particularly for the students. Okay, so for the teachers, it is really advisable, or they need to use the browser version, okay, to upload everything. But for the students, like for submission of assignments and quizzes, then the app will do. Okay, again, nasagot na to ni Ma'am Jam, kung yung deadline po or 1 day lang talaga. Again, it will depend on the schedule that will be given by your teacher. Okay, so kung kaya nyo nang sagutin agad, wag na nating hintayin ang deadline. For the deadline, it will depend on your teacher. It can be at the end of the day. It's very flexible. It will really depend on your teacher. But you will also have the visibility on the deadline. So make sure that you will be conscious about it. Okay, so ano daw ang mas magandang gamitin, yung app or through Chrome? Mas maganda kung gagamitin ninyo yung browser. Okay? So if you have your desktop, if you have laptop or tablet, make sure that you will use na lang the Chrome. Kasi again, just like what I said, yung mobile app kasi has limited features. So, at saka iba din yung interface niya compared to the website. Okay, could we review our answers on quizzes before submitting? Kyla, again, this will depend on the settings of your quiz. Kasi sila teacher, they have the capability to change the settings. They can let you review your answers before submitting. Pwede ring hindi. It will depend on your teacher. Okay, so from Jean, para lang po ba to sa online class? Ms.
Yes.
Jan? Okay.
Yes. Di ba we have two modality, the printed and the online. So when you are in the online modality, then we are going to use the Schoology. Kasi for the printed modality students, they are now receiving the learning kits, di ba? Yung printed. So this is only for those who will be using the LMS. Walang printed na related materials, except sa books na ibibigay sa inyo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Another question from Reggie Hill. What if po nag-start po kami mag-answer ng isang activity or quiz tapos accidentally na-back ko po yung Schoology po? Pwede pa po ba kami maka-answer ulit or one take lang po? Again, it will depend on your teacher settings. Kasi in Schoology, your teachers can give you once lang or twice or 3 times or as many times as your teacher wants. So make sure na you will also read the instruction, because the instruction or the number of attempts will be there in your teacher's instruction.
Ma'am D, can I add?
Yes po, ma'am.
Usually yung mga attempts naman, it will be given by the teacher pag halimbawa, di ba meron tayong quizzes na summative, meron din yung activities, exercises lang. So yung sa exercises, si teacher mostly, as many attempts as you can, pwede silang maglagay niyan. Pero pag summative na, siguro there could be time that they are going to allow you to have 2 attempts or 3 attempts. Pero hindi masyadong marami kasi summative na yun.
Mm-hmm. Tama. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And ito po, Miss, meron pa rin po ba yung mga clubs? Okay.
The school is still looking at that now. So, focus muna kayo sa inyong mga academics ha. Huwag mo muna niyo isipin yung club.
Okay. So, ma'am, what if may activity then naghina ang Wi-Fi, then kailangan na mag-pass? What should we do? Okay, again, you need to wait for a stable internet connection, and you don't have to, at least yung most of the schools that we are handling, marami din sa kanila na gumagamit ng mobile data. Okay, so kung malayo man kayo, kung wala kayong PLDT or internet talaga sa bahay na naka-cable or naka-Wi-Fi, yung ating mobile data, you should be able to use it with your Schoology. Yan. Ang ano lang kasi dito is Schoology kasi is internet dependent. So you need to make sure that you have internet connection whenever you do quizzes or assignments or kapag may virtual class.
Tsaka ano ma'am, as students, whenever may problem talaga, like matagal na fix, then that's the time that you're going to contact us na may problema.
Mm. Okay, Schoology po kasi is like one of the option lang to communicate with the teachers. So, 'di ba? So, kanina I showed you the private messaging in Schoology, but there are also other ways to get in touch with your teacher. So, make sure na if you encounter any issues, please contact your advisors, okay, to let them know that you're having difficulty with signal or things like that. And I'm sure your teachers will understand.